Hey guys, AntCap24 here, coming back with another route combination for the Move the Chain series. We're going to go ahead and look at a play at Gun Snugs, which is found in the Denver Broncos playbook and many others, but I'm using the Denver Broncos playbook for this illustration, so I want to make sure you know to look there to see it, but it is in a lot of other playbooks. What we're going to do is we're going to flip this play called PA Slot Cross. I'm going to show you two different ways how to move the chains against 3rd and 5 situations. So here's the flip. So you're going to look at it here on the bottom, and that's the way you're going to run it. I'm going to throw it against cover 4 to show off, and go from there to show you all the other coverages as we go. With all the Move the Chain series, we want to be able to beat man coverage, cover 2, cover 3, cover 4, to be able to be confident at the line of scrimmage when you hike the ball. Here's the play art before you do anything. The first setup we're going to do is we're going to block our running back, and we're going to take this B receiver, move him from right to left. And then we're going to go ahead and put him on a flat route. What this is going to do, and this is against cover 4, is the first setup that I'm showing you, so I can audible from there. Go ahead and show you cover 4. What this is going to do is going to be able to get this A open as the B drives him out, the Y goes ahead and drives people back, and the X takes everybody to the left-hand side, giving you a nice little pocket to throw it to the A receiver. As he cuts across the middle, you're going to see that you're going to get that 5 yards very easy against cover 4. Cover 4 is just not a good defense to call in a 3rd and 5 situation, especially if it leaves the middle wide open. Let's go ahead and show you cover 3 now. We're going to go ahead and show cover 3 buzz press. And what we're going to do is the same exact setup. We're going to take this B receiver, go from right to left, put him on a flat route. Block your running back because you just don't want the animation of the fake handoff because you can't get the ball out of your hand quick enough. And we're going to go to the A. A is going to be open right here on the left-hand side. And what we're going to do is going to hit him as soon as we get that pocket open, and we may have to use the possession catch to get down, depending how close we are to that receiver, that DB. But this is going to be a play that you're going to be able to get him open as soon as he crosses that guy, and be able to get there and get the play. Now we're going to go against cover 2. Cover 2 is a little bit different. This is usually the hardest ones to go against in tight situations, but it does make yourself vulnerable in others. So go ahead and show you cover 2 real quick. And there's the cover 2 setup. And we're going to do the same exact setup we did before. Take Hester, put him over from right to left, put him on a flat, and we're going to go ahead and block our running back. Now what we're going to do here is on cover 2, you can see right now it is showing cover 2 because those DBs are at the 5-yard depth mark and you got 2 deep safeties. However, say we don't know it's cover 2. The first one we're going to look at is the A receiver. And on cover 2, those guys back up and you're going to be able to hit it right as it cuts across right here, right? For 5 to 7 yards easily. Now, however, say there's a middle linebacker and he jumps that route. What we're going to do here is we're going to give you a fail-safe against cover 2. And we're going to do the same exact setup. We're going to move B from right to left. And what we're going to do here is block our running back. And we're going to go ahead and say the A receiver is not open. C is covered. Now we're going to fail-safe this to the X receiver. And you're going to get a lot more yards going to the X receiver because that just annihilates cover 2 with this setup. You see how that Y is going to take an inside release and go right up the middle of the field. He actually pulls that one safety from the left-hand side, opening up that X receiver to be wide open. Okay, now let's go tack man coverage. I'm going to go ahead and press cover 2 man. And you can see here that we're in cover 2 man. Alrighty. So now what we're going to do is take the same exact setup, pick the B, move him to the right to left, and we're going to go ahead and block the running back. Alright, so here's the setup. Now, the A receiver annihilates cover 2 man. It's not a route that is easily defendable. You're going to go and see here, and he cuts it right across the middle, and you're going to be able to get the yardage. Now, what I want to do here is kind of simulate what could happen and what you want to watch for. I want to put everybody in the same setup here, B on left. Now, say somebody's using the middle linebacker like I have with Kuechly right now. I'm going to go ahead and simulate that he is going to cover Julio Jones. Say he wants to take that route out of there. Actually, let me get into cover 2 man first. Okay. And then I'm going to simulate right here that he wants to take out Julio Jones. All right, so here it is. I'll put him in the middle and say, you know what, I'm going to take out Julio Jones. I'm not letting this guy beat me. What I do against man coverage is I also put the RB and put it on a swing to the right. Now, you're telling me, what if you don't know it's man coverage? You can do this with any setup in order to make sure that it works with every single setup. You just have one less blocker. But with the nature of this play, you can get the ball out of your hands. You don't have to worry about blitzes very often. But if you do think that it's man, you know that the guy's a good user in the middle linebacker, and you're afraid that the A is not going to be open because the B is not going to beat man, the Y is not going to beat man, the X is not going to beat man. We want to have a fail-safe route, and that's what the RB is going to do. So, because the responsibility of that middle linebacker is the RB. So we're going to hike it here, and you're going to see that, say he jumps that A route, now we're throwing it to RB, and we're going to be able to get our yards very easily. I just do that fail-safe route just in case the middle linebacker doesn't respect the man that he has to cover, and he wants to cut off the one guy that we want to get it to. I'll show it to you one more time to be able to give you just one more option. So I just don't like the, on a move the chain series for you to get stuck in any which way possible. So we do the same thing. We're doubling up Jones. We're putting the B to the flat. There's the setup right there. And okay, so now now we have this guy wide open. And that's just the way you'll see it a lot in short yardage situations on man coverage, because most people use that middle linebacker, and especially if it's on a swing to the right, it's just a slow moving thing for your running back. So a lot of times people forget about them. You're able to use that. Okay, so that is the first setup, guys, that beats all coverages. I want to show you the second setup. The second setup is actually motioning somebody from left to right. We're going to take this Y receiver, move him from left to right, and we're going to go ahead and take this X and put him on a drag. Block your running back, and that's your setup. The first setup we got right now going on is against cover 4. There's the cover 4 say. What we want to do is we want to look at that A receiver first. If the A receiver gets a clean release and it looks like man, we're going to throw it to him. We also get a clean release on cover 4. Due to the nature of cover 4, there's nobody in the middle of the field. What you're going to see here is that everybody kind of spreads out and the middle of the field is really open. We can hit A really, really quickly. But if he doesn't get that early release and he gets jammed up, because you see there's 3 defenders right there next to him, if you see that, what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and always look at B for every single route against cover 3, cover 4, and cover 2 on this setup. The only difference is on man coverage, we can go ahead and hit the A receiver because he's going to beat those guys right off the bat, or the X receiver on the drag. Then we also going to use the B as the last read on man coverage. But let's go ahead and show you cover 4 to start off with. We're going to go ahead and see here that A does get off of his man. We're going to be able to get him real quickly for that 5 to 7 yards that we're looking for. Now, we're going to go ahead and show it to you now. Say he doesn't have that ability to get off his man. And we're going to put this X on a drag, put the RB on a block. We're going to go to the B receiver. Now here, you see that the B receiver takes a little bit of a delayed route, throw it over here, and you're going to be able to get that ball very easily against cover 4. The same read applies for cover 3. However, cover 3 is not going to be very open over the middle of the field. We're going to go ahead and take this guy, move him over, put the X on a drag. And you're going to see that cover 3, if you watch the A receiver, he's not going to get open really, really easy because he goes against a couple of different coverages. And then you're going to go ahead here. And that time I kind of moved. I quickly made a nice play. But I moved out of the pocket, and that's not what you want to do because that goes ahead and changes the coverages. This game is a game of pockets. I know I've talked about that in other videos before. What you want to do is stay in the pocket as much as possible, because as soon as you start moving, the defenders start reading the quarterback a little bit differently and change. So this is against cover 3 here, and what had happened on that last play is that somebody gave me a little bit more coverage, a little bit more pressure, and I moved out of the pocket. So here we go. Against cover 3, you're looking, the A is not open, and there it is, and you're going to be able to hit that guy on the right-hand side. Unfortunately, I missed my target, but I'm going to make sure that I show it that it does work. I hate that if I don't execute, I'm going to go ahead and show it to you one more time. Get the execution and move on to the next coverage. Move that guy over from right to left, put the X on a drag, and here's your setup against cover 3. Just make sure it's in cover 3. There we are. And we're going to be able to hit this B route pretty easily. As soon as this guy clears out of the coverage, there's the throw. And you're going to be able to get that play all the way down the sidelines. Now, obviously, this is you get a little bit more yardage than the 5-yard marks, but this is something that we're hoping for different coverage, and we end up going towards that. Now we're going against cover 2. We're looking at the same thing. There's cover 2. We're going to move this guy over from left to right. And we're going to put the X on a drag. going to block our running back, and you're going to see that this is formation beats cover 2 as well to the same B receiver, and you're going to be able to get down the field very easily against cover 2. As you can see, I'm on the wide side of the field, guys. I like this play the best no matter what on the wide, because this gives you a little bit more area to work with. If I was on the other side, I would do the first setup that I did where you're throwing to the A receiver and moving the B over. But again, the wide side, I'd rather go this. I'm showing you two different ways depending on which side you're in the field, whatever you prefer. Now, I haven't shown you man coverage yet, so let's go ahead and show man coverage. Oop. Alright, cover 2 man. There we are. So now what you're going to do is the same thing. Move this guy over. Put your running back on a block. And we're going to do the same exact thing with the X on the under. So now you're doing kind of the same thing as still in the mesh route. What you're going to do is see that the A receiver kills it to the side nobody's at. And you're going to be able to get a lot of yardage off of man coverage. This is the kind of coverage that actually is the easiest to beat anything with. If the guy goes ahead and does the same thing we did before. But this time, you're going to be able to beat man coverage with a couple different routes. So you don't have to put the RB on the swing if you don't want to. You can leave him on the block. But if you wanted to, you can go ahead and put him on a swing, and it'll definitely help you on that. But we go ahead here and say, I left it on cover 4. So we'll just go ahead and show it to you cover 4 again while we're here. I didn't change the audible. I'll show you man coverage really quickly. Say let's go over Storm Brave this time. All right, everybody's coming at you. So I want to make sure that you see that we're going to have enough time to be able to do whatever we want with this play and move this guy over. It's the same setup. And let's just go ahead and press just to show, kind of simulate what it would be like. And here we go. Here the guy's coming at you. You're going to see that you're going to be able to beat the press really easily and be able to get more yardage after it. Alright guys, so this is the play that I want to show you today. 2 different setups to move the chains. Hope you enjoyed this video. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe, tell a friend. Appreciate your follow on this YouTube channel, guys. I appreciate it. You guys have a great one.